What's going on, everybody? All right, I wanted to put a video up, and I've tried to do this the last few years, and I failed miserably at it. But I want to put a video up before Black Friday that kind of showed some of my favorite things. So if you want some of this stuff, or if you're a guy and you think maybe my wife won't get me what I want this Christmas, just send her this video, and I have a lot of ideas. But the first thing I'm going to do is take you to my truck, because since this is basically a truck channel, I'm going to go over those first, and then we're going to get into the gear, because I have a lot of stuff on the table. I'm afraid this video is going to get pretty long if I don't kind of go through it fairly quickly. So I may not give you all the specs of all this stuff, but this is some of my favorite things that I bought either this year or over the past few years. So let me get you off the tripod and take the truck, and we'll give you some mod ideas that range from various prices depending on how much you want to spend on someone. You could buy something all the way up from $1,000 all the way down, to 30 some bucks. So let me get you off tripod. We'll take you over here and show you some ideas, and then we'll get into the gear stuff. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is if you have like a 2017 or older truck, it probably came with like halogen bulbs. LEDs. Now I have a discount code. I will link Sparks Parts in the description below. Use discount code GearRunner at checkout and you'll save 5%. These will be a little more expensive, and you do have to buy a wiring harness. I have a video on how to put that up, but that made a huge difference on my truck. That is something I believe I got. I don't remember if I got that this year or late last year. But those made a huge difference. I also paired them with the blacked out fog lights. You don't have to do that, but in my opinion, that is the awesome setup for headlights. Next, if you or your significant other or your friend or whoever you're buying for does not have a driver's side carry handle, get that. Get that, because that is a total must. I can't remember how much this is. I think it's just a little over $100. So not crazy expensive, but they will love you forever if you put a driver's side grab handle in their truck. And next is this little shifter right here. I hated the shifter that come with these trucks. You can also get this in silver. A subscriber sent me this one. I do prefer the blacked out look myself, but it is the TRD Pro shift knob. And I think I'm gonna go over two more things in the truck. You can, three. You can get these pieces from AJT Design. So if you go to AJT Design, you can pick these up and delete this chrome right here, because I hated that chrome. Also, this little inside piece here makes a huge difference paired with the black shift knob. The next thing is, everybody seems to love this charging tray. I think this video has like 170 some thousand views now on how to install this thing. So a lot of people want the charging tray in their Tundra, and you can pick this up at Sparks Parts as well. Again, I will link them in the description below, and use discount code GearRunner to save 5%. Now let's head to the back seat just for a second. Okay, the last thing I'm going to recommend is one of these under seat storages. I would not get the 3-door one. I would just get the long box with the one shallow box. I'm in talks with ESP right now, trying to get that box to show y'all how to install it. I do have an install video on this as well. You can pick this up at Sparks Parts also, linked in the description below, or you can just go to ESP and pick them up. I'm sure ESP is having a Black Friday sale, but again, pay the little bit of extra money and get the long box with the one shallow box on that side. I will be doing that eventually. So those are my mod picks for Black Friday. If I had to do just one, it would probably be the headlights, and then the grab handle, and then the under seat storage, and then the little trim pieces up there, because that's just mainly aesthetics. But the other three actually do have a purpose. All right, let's get into this, because it is cold out here. I think it's like in the upper 20s or low 30s right now. A lot of people's gonna ask me about this jacket. A lot of people love the multicam black. I ordered this off Amazon. I don't know if you'll have time to actually order this and get it in by the time Christmas gets here, because it seems like it took me a few months to get this in, so it probably came from China. I don't know. I do like this jacket. I wear it a lot. It's very comfortable, but I just don't know if you'll have time to get one in for Christmas. Maybe you can get in like late January. But let's get into some of this gear stuff. All right, talking about clothing, I do like my multicam black hat. I think I got this in red, white, or blue. red, white, and blue apparel or something like that. Fits very well, does not come down on the ears. If you have someone that likes hats and they want an American flag hat, the black multicam, I look forever for one of these, and this one's just perfect. Next, you're gonna see a theme. These are my favorite shoes of all time. Black multicam Altamas. Now, I did change the insoles in these. They come with like a rubber insole because these were designed to be like worn in water or something like that, and I didn't like that insole, so I did change those. But I wear these shoes all the time. You can see how dirty they are. They're actually, I've worn them so much, they're actually coming apart a little bit right there. I've had these shoes for 2 or 3 years. It's about time for a new one, but if you look at the bottoms still look pretty new. I'm just wearing out the sides. They are stitched, so I don't think they'll come apart anymore. But it's probably getting close to time to get a new pair, because the back of them is also doing this, which isn't a big deal. I'm still gonna wear them, but it may be time. Also, Aries Gear Aegis belt, I think it is. I've owned one of these belts. I have 2 of these, but I've owned at least, I've always had one of these for like the last 3 or 4 years. Best belt in my opinion, because they have this little lock system right here. You can, micro adjust it. If you eat too much at like Thanksgiving, you will be very thankful for this belt, and it is very, very rigid. Awesome belt to hold up your gear. All right, so that's all the clothing. We will get into watches now. A lot of people like Apple Watches. I hate these things. I will never wear this again. But this is my Apple Watch. G-Shock is always a great idea. G-Shock is loved and loved and loved across the watch community. So if you buy someone a G-Shock, you can't go wrong there. The watch I bought yesterday, I just bought myself this. They are on Black Friday sale at Best Buy. Is where I got mine. It is the Garmin Instinct Solar. My range man here is also solar. I do prefer solar watches. You can recharge this one as well though. This is way more comfortable than a G-Shock. Has more capability really because it has a GPS feature on it. But these were like $250 on sale. They're regularly like $400. So if you grab one of these on Black Friday sale at Best Buy, I do like the color as well. You can get a big discount on that. One more truck mod kind of thing I want to throw in before we get into the rest of the gear is these little air compressors. I did a video on this earlier this year. I use this thing all the time because I have a slow leak in my Civic, and it just takes cobalt batteries. So if you have someone that has cobalt tools, you can just buy one of these, put a cobalt battery in it, and he has a portable air compressor on him. I'm sure every manufacturer makes one of them, no matter if it's DeWalt or Milwaukee or whoever. I just know the cobalt one isn't that expensive, so if you already have cobalt batteries, pick that up. Next, wallets. This is the saddleback leather. I carry this wallet forever. I think it has like a lifetime warranty. I still carry this on vacation, but my sciatica started hurting, so if you carry a traditional wallet, sometimes your sciatica starts hurting, and you can then switch to like one of the Ridge, what is this, Ridge wallet. I think it's just Ridge wallet, actually. You can switch to this. I carry this in my front pocket. It is carbon fiber. I need to do a review on that because I've been carrying that for about a year. My sciatica pain went away. It's great, but I don't carry it on vacation because I do carry some cash on vacation. It's kind of hard to fit $1,000 in the back side of this, so I do switch back to the regular wallet. But I carry that 90% of the time, let's say, because the other 10%, 15%, I'm at the beach. But I love this thing. Love this thing. A subscriber sent me this last Christmas, and at Christmas time, it'll be a year I'm carrying about this. I'll probably do a 1-year review on this so I can give you a solid review of that. Getting into some other lifestyle things, AirPods. Now this is an AirPod case. I actually just picked this up off Amazon. It's from Pelican. It's actually waterproof. You just flip it up, your AirPods are right there, and it locks back down, charger port at the bottom. Either get them the AirPods, or if they got AirPods, get them this little camouflage case if they like camouflage. They also make a phone cover for like iPhone or something like that in the same camouflage pattern. I actually have that phone cover as well. But if they don't have AirPods, pick them up some AirPod Pros. Either way you want to do it, awesome. If you're busy doing something and the phone rings, you can just throw these things in, and you have both hands free while you're doing stuff. That's what I use them for. And before I had those, I had the Sonys. If I can get them opens the other way. Sony's did all right. I don't think you can talk on the phone with those. I use these for jogging and stuff like that. But then I switched over to the AirPods, and now I just use the Sony's to mow the yard with. That way I don't get grass in my AirPods. All right, so now getting into gear stuff, not lifestyle stuff. This is lifestyle stuff, but it's more along the lines of gear. So let's do some flashlights. We're going to start at some high-end stuff and work our way down. Here we have the Malkoff Bodyguard V1 and V2. Love these lights, carry these lights all the time. You can tell this one's just beat up. I carry this every day at work. I carry this every day outside of work. These will cost you around $200 though, and $200 may not be in everybody's budget for a flashlight. So that's why I give you many options on this. But if you want a great light, these are bomb proof. I threw this one 27 feet off the top of my house, and as you can see, it does still work. Great little lights. If you're not a Malkoff fan or you don't know a whole lot about them, I do recommend Malkoff. I think they are probably one of the best flashlights on the market. You can pick up like a Surefire Tactician. This is a crazy expensive. I think it's a little over $100. These things eat batteries though, but if you're a Surefire fan, this is a very bright light with a lot of spill. The coolest light I picked up this year though, with the neatest design, is this little Streamlight wedge. I actually got my cousin one of these, and he carries it all the time. I got him the black version. I picked up like the little, I guess, coyote brown or whatever. It's so thin, it actually reminds you of like a Microtech knife, OTF knife. But this is a cool little design, and it actually fits very thin in the pocket. You can see like the difference in the thickness between these. This is just very thin, and I think this wins design of the year for flashlights. These may be a little hard to find, but I have seen these pretty cheap on Black Friday sales. Okay, getting into some stuff that's a little more affordable, but still great lights. You have like the Olight Warrior. I use this light all the time. They sent me this last year to do a review at Christmas, and I use this almost every day. I use this around the house as like just like a little work light and just a little task light. Like when I take the dog outside, this one's sitting on the side of the counter, so I just grab this thing and take the dog out, and it's run 100%. They do have new lights out this year. This is their winter light. I need to do a review on this tomorrow, so there'll be a full review on this tomorrow. Again, I have an affiliate link for Olight in the description below. Their Black Friday sale is going on now. If you see this video later on and you want to pick up an Olight, you can use discount code GearRunner to save 10% off any non-sale item. But the cool thing about this little Baton 3 is it is extremely bright, and it has little snowflakes on it. Again, I will do a full review about this tomorrow. But it also comes with this little case right here, and on the case it says it can fully charge the Baton 3 3.7 times. It just drops down in there. You got a little power port right here to charge a case, and just cool little holder case for charging. Headlamps. Now this is just like a wow tack. I picked this up off Amazon. It seems like it was like 20 some bucks. I use this all the time. All the time. I used this last night. I use this all the time. For a cheap little headlamp, this thing is just stupid bright, works great, and I just use headlamps. You can't go wrong with a headlamp. If you buy your significant other a headlamp, they will love you forever because there are so many uses for those. Now I do want to say, I did review this not too long ago. This is the Olight Swivel. This is a great little work light. I know several people have told me they picked these up. Has a little button right here on the side that changes the intensity of the light. And if you hold it in, you have a light that comes on in the front. Same thing there, changes the intensity. Hold it down, comes back here. There again, charging port on the side. Great little modding your truck light, in my opinion. So that's, oh, well, I do have a couple more lights. If you have someone in your life that loves guns, I know I shouldn't say that on this channel, but I'm not showing any, but if you have someone in your life that loves guns, this is the light right here for EDC. TLR 7A and TLR 7A sub. This will go on like your 43Xs, your 48s, or 43X MOS and 48 MOS. And like I just picked one up for my custom SIG P365, and they make these for like a little Picatinny subcompact. This one will go on most everything else, like your Glock 19s, your P320s, your CZ, P10Cs, Smith & Wesson 2.0s. This right here is the EDC light of the century, in my opinion. When they change the switches to the back and you get 500 lumens, this thing is awesome. If you have someone in your life that likes guns, this is the light to get them. I know a lot of people say, you know, the Surefire X300, great light. The Mod Light has a new light out now for pistol lights. For EDC, this thing is so compact, basically just sits level with the front of the barrel. While we're talking about pew-pews, this would be a great stocking stuffer. You're like, what is that? It is an AR-15 bolt carrier cleaner. I just picked this thing up yesterday. My cousin actually talked me into buying this, so he cost me some money. But if you have someone that has AR-15s and that bolt really sucks to clean, this thing will come in very, very handy. Great little stocking stuffer. It seems like it was like $15 or $16. Next, let's get into some pins. I have a couple pins. So we have an Olight pin, and the thing I like about this pin is it has a flashlight on it. If you hold this down, the intensity goes up, and then you just push up on the little thing here that actually makes the pin come out. I like this pin. It writes smooth. It writes very smooth. It's a little top heavy and a little slick, but again, Olight affiliate link below. I really like pins that do double duty. If you hold this down, there is a little laser that comes out as well. So you have a light and a green laser. If you want to spend a little more money, I think this one's like 60 some dollars, but again, the Black Friday sale may be a little cheaper. If you want to spend a little more money and get a little bit fancier pin and impress somebody, you can get the Hinderer pin. This bad boy is over $100. I forget, it might have been like $130 or something like that. I don't remember. It does have better texture. You do have to unscrew it to use it, which is one thing I do not like about it. I do like the fact that that one is a bolt action. You have to unscrew this one, but this one will impress more people, and it's a little pokey, if you know what I'm saying. But Hinderer makes great stuff, and this was really my first real fancy pen. I very rarely ever use this just because, I don't know, I have to unscrew it. That stops me from using it. But if you have someone that you just want to impress them with a pen for Christmas, Hinderer. You can pick those up at like Blade HQ and stuff like that. Next, we're going to get into some multi-tools. Now here is a little multi-tool that I just picked up, and I do carry this quite often. It has like a little Warncliffe looking blade on it here that does lock. It has a bit driver, and it also has a set of skizzers, or scissors as most people call it, and it has like a little awl right here. I mean, it doesn't have like a ton of tools on it, and it has like a little hammer. And it seems like, yeah, there's a bottle opener. I start to say it seems like it opens up, which I don't ever use bottle openers. But everything seems to have a bottle opener on it now for some odd reason. This is made by Gerber. I cannot even remember which Gerber this is. But I just picked this up. Seems like it was on Amazon. And I do carry this quite a bit just because it has the things it seems I need and really nothing you really don't. But if you want something a little bit more expensive, Gerber also makes, and I don't know if they make this exact one because I've had this forever, bigger multi-tools with also more tools inside them. You push these two buttons, it goes down. Again, I don't know if they make this one. This one will be a little bit more expensive. If you want to get into even more quality multi-tools, you can go with like the Leatherman Wave. I use this a lot. I keep this one on like my gunsmithing bag, and I just use this thing all the time. Has a blade, has a file, has like a saw, has tons of screwdrivers. It's a little heavy, that's why I don't carry it. It'll be heavier than you think it is because it's a chunk of steel, but all the tools lock and everything like that. Leatherman is known to have great multi-tools, and for the AR-15 lover, here is the Leatherman Mutt. It's cold out here, I can't talk. But the Leatherman Mutt has a lot of tools in it to use with AR-15s and stuff like that. Sorry for the noise, that heat pump never shuts off in the summer or the winter. But you can't go wrong with this. This thing is definitely heavy, but for AR-15s, this has a lot of tools you need to work on them. That's what they designed this for, was for like the AR-15 user, and mine really towards the military, but it is the Leatherman Mutt. All right, We're getting down to the last few items. I know this video's been a little long, but I wanted to get all this out. Again, if you have the gun aficionado in the family, you can't go wrong with holsters. This is an older T-Rex Arms holster. I've not tried their new one yet. I really liked this design and they went away from it. So if you still like that design, you can go with the QVO Tactical. They make a great holster. I've been carrying these for the last little while. This is a brand new one I just got in. It has like a fabric overlay and black multicam. They're both about the same price. They're about $140. These aren't cheap holsters. I did get the metal wing, which gives me a little more support to push in. But those are your sidecars. Tungsten Tactical made me a sidecar. I don't think they actually offer these on the channel, but you can tell I have carried the crap out of this one. This is for my SIG P365 that I carry all the time. This is one of the most comfortable holsters I've ever had in my life. But if you have someone that don't like the sidecar, Tungsten Tactical also makes just like a regular holster. You can get them in multicam like this, or black or gray, or whatever color you want. These are great holsters also. I just think that the sidecar with the magazine on the side is a little more comfortable because it seems to even everything out. Last but not least, if you don't know what to get the gun lover in your family, the gun aficionado in your family, you can never go wrong with ammo. Just buy them some ammo. Ammo's hard to get. No, it ain't as hard to get now as it was a few months back, but it's still not as plentiful as it was, and it's not cheap. So they will greatly appreciate you buying them some ammo. Whatever caliber they have, whether it's 9mm, 5.56, 223, 45, 10mm, whatever it is, you can't go wrong with ammo, because if you have someone that likes firearms, they'll always need ammo. Again, most of this stuff will be on sale for Black Friday, so you can look. Oh, I about forgot knives. How'd I about do that? Holy crap. Stay tuned. Hold up. Real quick. We'll go through these real quick. I almost forgot this. We'll go from high end to low end. Chris Reeves, Sabenza, love this knife. Carry this knife a lot. These knives will run you about $500. You're thinking that's not, you don't get a lot for your money. This is a very, very quality knife. Next up is a knife I carry a ton. That is the Microtech Ultratech in the Tanto version. You'll need to know the laws in your state because this is an automatic knife. I can carry these here in my state, but you'll need to check that in your state. These things just melt away in your pocket, have a little glass breaker. Love the OTFs. Okay, another little multi-tool type thing is a Victorinox. You can pick these up fairly cheap. Seems like this one was like 20-some bucks. This is a little Trash Panda Tinker, I think it is. I just like the Trash Panda on it, so I bought this one. I have carried that some. My cousin carries one of those all the time. Again, Olight. They coming out with new knives. 2 new knives for Black Friday. These are live right now. This is the Beagle. My hands are cold. I don't know if I can flip it out. This is one of the smoothest knives I have ever seen. I mean, it just falls shut. You seen right there. This is an awesome knife. Again, affiliate link in the description below. I think those knives are like 60-some dollars. And then they also have the Parrot. I want to say I have fidgeted with this knife all night since I've got it. It's not as smooth as the Beagle, but that front flipper is so easy to use even with cold hands. I can't feel my fingers. But it is in Micarta. You can get this one in G10. Also in the link below. Now, if you're looking for a cheap, good knife, I mean like a cheap knife, this one is like under $30. It is stupid smooth too. It is, it's a USP Penguin, I think is what it's called. I don't know why all these have animal names, but it's the USP Penguin. This knife is pretty smooth itself. To be under $30, it has D2 steel and a very deep carry pocket clip. I need to do a review. I may have a review on this actually on my other channel, Gear Gunner. I'll probably put this video up on that channel as well. So if you watch it on this channel, it'll be the same video on that channel. But for under 30 bucks, you really can't go wrong with this. Micarta handles, not as good as Micarta as some other knives have, but for under $30, what can you expect? This would be probably a great stocking stuffer too, for the price. When somebody picks this up, they're gonna think it's a lot more expensive because of how smooth it is. All right, there it is. I did actually get through everything right there. Everything on the table has been gone through. These are my gift ideas. I know I can't link all this stuff below. I'll link most of the stuff. I'll link like, Let's see here. I will link Olight. I will link Sparks Parts. I can't link any of the, I don't want to link any of the guns or knife stuff because sometimes YouTube don't like that. But anything I mentioned, you can just Google and it'll pop right up. Or you can go to Lowe's and get the Cobalt thing. All the truck stuff you can mainly get at Sparks Parts. And all the Olight flash. I'll also link Malkoff in the description below as well. Love their lights. I carry them daily. So if you're looking for a high-end light, that's actually the light I recommend. Again, I hope y'all have a very happy Thanksgiving, happy holiday season, because it's just this whole time of year is just the holiday season. I appreciate y'all watching this video. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.